Welcome to another video on the solution for Applied Electronics examination 2023-2024 academic year. I'll continue from the from question 51. I already solved the first 50 questions. So starting from question 51, a tensor can be represented by, so here you can represent a tensor by two bipolar junction transistors, right? You can represent by two bipolar junction transistors. So the answer here is A. Two bipolar junction equivalent. We have two bipolar. Okay, so the answer here is going to be A. Now going to the next question. Which of the following is not a terminal of silicon control rectifier? So for silicon control rectifier, we know we have the anode, we have the cathode. So the answer here is going to be A. The value of negative feedback fraction is, when it comes to the value is always less than 1, which feedback reduces the amplifier gain. So when you talk about reduce amplifier gain, we have the negative feedback. Dash is the disadvantage of a positive feedback is instability. Right? For positive feedback, we have instability as a major issue. Question 56, the output resistance value decreases for. When you talk about output resistance value, here we are talking about, we know that when it comes to series, right? If you have series connection, what we know that in that case, the input resistance will increase while the output resistance decrease. So voltage series is going to what? The output resistance will decrease. And then we have voltage shunt, right? When it comes to voltage shunt, here with this one too, the output resistance is going to decrease as well, because we know for voltage, we know that the output impedance or resistance is going to reduce. So here is the answer we can see. In positive feedback, both input and output are. So in positive, they are going to be in phase, because we say for positive feedback, the phase angle is 0, meaning the input and output, they are in phase. 52, the feedback amplifier topologies are off. We have 4 of them. We have the voltage series feedback, voltage shunt feedback, current series and current shunt feedback. Question 59, the gain of an amplifier with feedback is known as. So if we have a gain, we call a closed loop gain. Negative feedback is employed in, we're using it when we are talking about amplifiers. Stability that's in positive feedback. Stability is going to be what? High. Now when it comes to stability, it's rather prone to instability. So the stability here is going to rather be low, or we can say in that case less. We have less stability in positive feedback. The ratio of output power divided by input power is going to give us dash gain, mean of power gain, right? And dash is feedback increase the sun. So when we have feedback, right, it's going to increase the bound. We know negative feedback in general increase bound. So all these are negative feedback. So the answer here is all of the above. In the measuring system, quantity and the measurement is called the measuron, right? The quantity that I call a measuron. The amp multiplier and then the meter coil in a voltmeter are in series, right? Question 66. Random errors is to precision, and then systematic error is to what? Accuracy. So the answer here is B. Instrumentation deals with what? Control, process, and then manipulate. So we have I, and I4. So the answer here is what? D. Which of the following is a common physical variable that can be measured? So here, if you look here again, this repeated past question, the answer is going to be color. We cannot measure color. What is the main advantage of using analog instrument over digital? So the main reason is going to what? The cost. Analog, they tend to cost less. What is the main advantage of using digital instrument over analog? Because of high precision. Question 71. The device that opposes the deflecting force is called controlling device. We talk about this. This also repeated past question. Analog instrument requires how many essential devices? So we have 4, right? Analog, because we have the deflecting or operating device. We have the controlling device, damping device, and then the scale. So there are 4. Question 73. That's if feedback reduces distortion. Negative feedback will reduce distortions. Which type of instrument displays information through a pointer moving over a graduated scale? Is going to be analog. So the answer here is B. This is also a repeated past question. Question 75. The error that is consistent in the same direction and is often due to problems throughout the entire measurement process is systemic error, right? So we've come to the end of this part of the solution. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.